everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a journal that I'm going to flip through for you. This is my everyday journal and I wanted to flip through and talk a little bit about the setup. Now, this journal that I have is actually a tiny pocketbook and it's this beautiful maroon color. This came from a subscription box with Archer and Olive. And that's why you see the little logo here. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I wanted to use this, and thank you for all the comments that gave me suggestions. That really helped me think about how I wanted to use this planner. And let's go ahead and look at my setup. So this planner has gray paper. So I thought that this planner would be perfect to start the year with, just because it's very moody in color. And how I'm going to be doing my commonplace planners is I am going to switch them out quarterly, because I'm all about the seasons right now, whether that could be spiritual or like physical, like the season that you're in. So this is going to be my winter planner, and let's go ahead and just get started. So right off the bat, we have a word for the season. It might become the word of the year, or it might just be the word of the season, just depending on what I feel when I transfer to another journal. Anyway, this is my word of the season, conscious. And I put the definition here, which is perceiving, apprehending, or noticing with a degree of controlled thought or observation. And the second one says, likely to notice, consider, appraise. And so I really felt like this is the word that was put on my heart for this season. And I am going to have my goals based off of this word. Now I'm covering this up, but essentially just my name and how long this is going to last me. And I did pre-plan this whole planner where I will have it filled within 3 months. So here are some of the areas in my life that I hope to live consciously. And so I have marriage, spiritual, health, work, and relationships. So these are just things that I want to basically keep in mind when I go through these different sections. So for instance, for marriage, I want to make sure that each month I learn at least one new thing about my husband, and I want to give a small, thoughtful gift based off what I learned. We're always changing as humans and always learning new things within ourselves and also with our spouses. And so or just with others. And so for marriage, I thought this would be a fun thing to do, and just to keep studying my husband. Then I have spiritual. And spiritual, I want to set a time aside for intentional prayer, like have a specific place, as well as like a focused time of prayer. The next one that I have is health. And for 30 minutes each day, I want to do some sort of exercise. And so whether that's walking, or if it's too cold, I would just do something indoors. Work is the next one, and I want to take time to listen and be there for my students and colleagues. So again, being conscious of the time with my students, paying attention and being intentional in just my relationships with them, because I only have them for 1 year, and that's a gift in being their teacher. And so I want to be able to reach them as best I can. Relationships is the last one that I have here, and these are not in any particular order, the last one that I've written down. And this is when hosting or going out, visiting family and friends. I want to have meaningful conversations, and I want to take time to listen. So again, all of these are going over being conscious. So noticing with a degree of controlled thought or observation, want to notice, want to consider, my time and everything. So that is what I'm hoping to really focus on the first 3 months of this year. Okay, then on this side, I have a checklist, and the checklist is basically my chores list, and I'm going to try it this way with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, doing certain cleaning certain rooms. And then these are alternative chores, which Friday it says to do an alternative chore, and I did that by weeks. I think I found this on Pinterest years ago. I have a video that I might have told you where I've gotten this. It's probably one of my flip through videos. And then these are reminders, and so these are going to be like changing the air filter or rotating the mattress or whatnot. So I haven't filled that out yet, but I will. Okay, so these are the months at a glance list, and so I'm going to put birthdays, appointments, whatever it is. And then we are getting into January. So I really like doing themes, and I particularly like older Disney movies just because it has that nostalgic feeling. I was one of those kids where I owned almost every VHS tape of the princess movies. Anyway, this was the theme that I chose, and this is Peter Pan. And essentially what I just did was I just Googled, searched, and basically printed them out, and that's what you're going to see here. So I didn't draw for this one, and I'm not going to make myself draw in this journal. Honestly, this journal is supposed to be a quick and fast planning journal because it's just basically going to be for necessity. And so this is going to be what I'm going to take around with me in my purse, use around the house. This calendar, I'm going to put all my appointments, birthdays, video postings. So it's basically a bullet journal. This is what I'm adding this year, and I saw this on Planning with Annie's channel. She does spread where she plans her dinners for the month, and I like that idea because I do struggle trying to figure out what I want to cook for the week. This I'm hoping will help just to plan out the dinners, to make sure that we're eating wholesome foods, and this will actually help me with my health journey, making sure that I am getting the right amount of vegetables and fruit and whatnot. So I'm hoping this will work well. Okay, and then now we're into the first of the year, which is Wednesday. And so each page that you're going to see is basically just one full page where I will write down my to-do lists, and it has something on the side that represents the movie. And on the right side, this page is going to be open for whatever I need it to be. So if one day I decide I want to journal, I know one of you had mentioned that I could use this book for journaling prompts, and I liked that idea. I know in the past I've struggled with trying to journal a day, and I find that if I could just have that option, then I might be able to do that more often, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to leave this blank, and if this is going to be whatever I need it to be. So if I decide that I want to journal for that day, I can look at a list of prompts and just journal from that prompt that I found. Or if I'm like filming on this day, then this could be like some steps or some of the things that I'm going to use towards my video, and I can write it here. Okay, so that is the next day, and some of these just have stickers. So loving the journey. We have the house. Just a sticker of the stars. the second star. Chase your dreams. The Father, Mr. Darling. There's Wendy. Always Wonder. There's Peter Pan. Tinkerbell, who is one of my favorites in the movie. A stamp of a house. Nana, she's also great. Bold and Curious. John. A stamp of a red feather because Peter Pan has a red feather. There's Michael. This one says Fearless. Another stamp. Captain Hook. Great villain. Mr. Smee. Live a life full of love. Pirates Cove. Tiger Lily. Dream on Dreamer. Another stamp. The Lost Boys. The map. Oops, the house. I love that one. Wendy and her mom. And then the last day I had this little dictionary book with the word dream in it. So I took it out and it says a state of inattention owing to preoccupation with thoughts or fantasies. But I liked it because of the dreaming, the fantasy, childhood fantasy. That's what Peter Pan movie just screams. So anyway, that was the whole month of January, and so I'm hoping to set everything up just like that. I will set up February in these next pages. I like that. Again, this is such a cute small size. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have a word of the year and how did you go about picking that word of the year? Was it something that just kind of screamed at you during the year 2024, or did you take some time to pray for your word? I'd like to know that. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.